Hi, I'm Gloria Strode and welcome to Straightforward. Today I have the pleasure of visiting with my amazing neighbor, Gwendolyn Gulley McIntosh. Welcome, neighbor.
Well, thank you, and I'm glad to be here with you.
I tell you, your career path has been amazing.
Well, thank you.
You have given so much to the community. It's a thankless job. People take it for granted.
Correct.
But in our conversation, you said to me, when people are sick, the first person they encounter is a nurse.
Correct.
And so I want you to share with our viewers and our supporters a little about your background.
Okay.
We're blessed to have you from Florida.
Well, thank you.
And you did attend one of the great HBCUs.
Correct.
So share your background with our viewers.
Well, I am Gwendolyn Gulley McIntosh. I graduated from Wedgwood High School, Pensacola, Florida, where I attended Florida A&M University.
Florida A&M.
I'm a Rattler.
The Rattlers, okay.
And I graduated in 1973 with a BSN degree in nursing.
A BSN degree in nursing.
Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Yes.
Now, I want us to talk a little bit about that. That was not, and presently is not an easy accomplishment.
Correct, it wasn't. Our program at the time was 4 years and 2 summers.
4 years and 2 summers, even back in the 70s.
Even back in the 70s. Our program was always an outstanding, and still is, an outstanding nursing program. We had a lot of work time. You spend a lot of time in the classroom. Our freshman year, that summer, was when you actually got started in your nursing courses. Before that, you had all of your primary classes, which was a little challenging, but always enjoyable.
Right. And so I wanted you to share that because you put 4 years,
Correct.
2 summers.
Correct.
That's a lot of time.
It is.
Learning.
Correct.
And personal sacrifice.
Correct.
To
Correct.
get that bachelor's in nursing.
Correct.
Because we got different nursing degrees. We have where you can have an associate's and clinical
Right.
We got nurse practitioners. But all of it is a lot of work and a lot of learning.
It is. And in fact, spent a year in Jacksonville, Florida, getting part of our training, did my public health nursing in Pensacola, Florida, and then came back to Florida A&M to finish up.
So you had to actually leave Tallahassee.
I had to leave Tallahassee.
And go to Jacksonville.
Correct.
To get your public health training.
Well, we went there for a whole year, in fact, and that year yes, that year was our med surge, part of our psychiatric training, and then we went to Pensacola that summer. That was that second summer that you were in school, where we did our public health nursing. So we moved around quite a bit, and even while we were in school, we could not necessarily get all of our training in Tallahassee, Florida. We, at one time, Florida A&M had a hospital.
Oh,
but
really?
Over
I didn't know that. Okay.
Over the years, the hospital closed down, and we had to seek training outside of our campus because, of course, we just didn't have enough space. You had Florida State.
Right.
You had Tallahassee Junior College.
Right.
So you had all of those entities looking for nursing training.
Right.
So we wound up going over in Alabama.
Really?
Yes, to get some training. And then we, of course, like I say, spent that year in Jacksonville. But it was a great time. We got a lot of learning done, interacting with the community. We were not that far from, was Edward Waters.
Edward Waters is another historical black college.
Correct. We were not
university,
that far from them, so we could go and participate in activities with their school. But A&M was grounded. Our nursing program really excelled. When you saw an A&M nurse on campus, we were dressed to the nine.
Looking like a nurse.
Looking like a nurse.
With the uniforms and the hats.
In fact, I don't know how we can show this.
Oh, we'll show this.
But that's me.
Really? The young nurse.
Correct. And
okay.
Here's one more.
See, all of this is very important for our young people because sometimes as we hear things on the national stage, for the young people who did not live in that time.
Correct.
Some of them, you know, because we're mature girls.
Correct.
Their parents probably might not have been born. But folks have to understand the sacrifice.
Yes.
What it took.
Correct.
Especially for those of us that did not come from trust fund families.
Correct.
So when you had to leave Florida A&M to go to Jacksonville, that was another cost
Correct.
and expense to your family.
Correct.
Even if you had a scholarship, scholarships don't pay for everything.
They don't.
You still need your personal items, your toothpaste,
Yes.
your hygiene products.
Correct.
So for the people who listen to some of the conversations on the national stage, they don't understand the sacrifice
Correct.
and the plight.
Yes. And for me, going to college was something my parents wanted me to really do.
So were you first generation? Did your parents attend?
My mother went to college.
Okay.
My father was a 12th grade educated person, but he was very smart.
Okay.
In math, very wise.
Yes.
But my mother was an instructor and actually taught school in Pensacola.
Did she teach high school, elementary?
Elementary school.
Okay, so you had your mother was an educator.
Yes,
okay.
yes, she was.
So she knew the importance of education.
She did.
Yes.
In fact, my family's background primarily is education.
Okay.
All of her sisters and brothers basically were teachers.
And you went to be the nurse.
I wanted to be that nurse.
You blazed that trail.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And so when you had to go from Florida A&M University, which is a very well-respected
Correct.
university,
Correct.
all over the country,
Correct.
quality education. Then it required you to go to Jacksonville, from Jacksonville back to Pensacola. So when you said your public health, what all did you? You worked in a clinic, and so you were working with people at the grassroots level?
Yes.
It wasn't some exclusive private hospital?
It was not. It was Escambia County.
Okay.
The Escambia County Community Program, Public Health.
Okay.
And we actually went out to people's homes.
Okay.
We did assessments, evaluations. We provided treatment if it was required.
You went to the homes. Y'all did home visits.
We went home visiting.
Really?
And I can never forget this one patient that I had. She had a little dog. And the little dog fell in love with me.
Really?
So every time I would go, I'm trying to take care of her, but the dog want me to hold it. So it was a great experience, so to go in the community and see what was offered. We went to the immunization clinics.
Really?
So we participated with that, and just any activity that was going on. We had at one time, they did a emergency where if you had a hurricane or a storm. And it was so real because they had people dressed out looked like they had wounds, looked like they had severe injuries, people up in trees. So we had to go out and assess them to see and identify who needed care, who was deceased, who could be transported to the hospital. So they kept us really involved, and I enjoyed that community time.
Okay, well, see, that's that complete training.
Correct.
Making sure not only did you get the theory, but you got the practical.
Had to.
Absolutely. What we're going to do is go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. We'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors. Whole Patient Healthcare. Dr. Jada Rimes-Bacote is board certified in family medicine. She believes the best patient care includes practical, individualized lifestyle changes. Located at 1338 13th Avenue, Columbus, 706-641-2080, or visit wholepatienthealthcare.com. Straightforward is brought to you by State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front lines for veterans every day. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided, a touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. The Framing Factory and Art Gallery for professional framing and decorative art, located in Lake Bottom, 1325 17th Street, or call 706-324-3823. And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm enjoying this amazing visit with the wonderful Gwendolyn Gulley McIntosh, a lifelong professional nurse who has continued her education in nursing as a full-grown woman because she loves to learn. She's from a family of educators, and but she blazed that trail as an African-American nurse in the 70s.
Correct.
And
moved to New York.
Did you?
Where I worked there I was at St. Luke's Roosevelt Women's Hospital. I was a clinical coordinator there.
You were brave. Yeah. No, I mean, how did your mother feel about, no, we're going from Florida to New York.
Well, my mother used to always have the same, because she had two sons older than I was. So she would always say, it just gives me another place to visit.
Okay, so she could turn you loose as a girl. Okay.
She and my dad would come up and stay with us, but enjoyed my years there at St. Luke's Roosevelt. Learn a lot about the city and involvement with different peoples from all ethics. It didn't matter where you came from.
Exactly. Because that's a melting pot, New York.
It truly was. Our hospital was an educational hospital, so the physicians came in to get education. However, the nurses, we were in charge of the units. And we were the ones who implemented the care that the doctors prescribe. You know, you never see a doctor going in the medication room to give meds.
Exactly.
Nor do you see a physician going in and doing a lot of the hands-on care for patients. Those are
because I've never had a doctor start my IV.
That's true.
I've never had that.
That's
and I've
true.
had a C-section and all of that. It was always a nurse.
Correct. And even though we were a learning hospital, the doctors depended on us to make sure things ran correctly on the unit. They want to make sure patients got the appropriate care, was discharged when they needed to go, and receive the education that was required. And as nurses, we wanted to make sure that our patients receive the best care. We want to be compassionate in our care. We want to make sure that even for the family members, that they receive attention. Hospitalization can be very stressful.
Oh, we know.
Not only for the patient,
but for the family.
For the family. And again, for the nurses. Because when you work long shifts, which is what we've done, sometimes you have to stay over because someone called out sick. You have to fill in places when someone passed. You have to be that person who talks to that family about their loved ones passing. So there are a lot of things that nurses do that sort of get washed over.
People take for granted. And it's a job that sometimes is thankless, and it's not wise to not value nurses. I value nurses, and I want to give a shout out to Edith Snell Neal. My father knew her father, Mr. Kenneth Snell. And we are Carver girls from the same community. But he simply loved her. He lived to be 92, almost 93. But he always felt so confident when she showed up in his room, because he would say, Kenneth Snell's daughter is so smart. She is so smart. She took good care of me. And that's what we want. We want that for ourselves. We want that for our family members and loved ones. And you all put a lot of time into learning. Not just the theory, but the practical. And then you have a heart for it. Because I was just teasing you that in the break, you know, you're from Pensacola. They got a yacht club. You were not going to make enough money to buy a yacht for the Pensacola.
Not at all.
This was something you had to have a heart and a passion for.
And back when I first started out in nursing, our salaries was so low at the time. Over the years, it has gotten better. Of course, having a BSN degree and moving to New York, I was grabbed really quickly because there were not that many black nurses with BSN degrees coming into the field.
We had some with LPNs and nurses' aides is what we used to call them. So when they see you as a BSN degree nurse, there's an expectation about learning. The one thing that I loved about our program was our instructors always made sure that we could get in the community and actually work. So when we went to the hospitals, it was not unusual for the nurses on the units to turn the hospital over to the nurses from Florida A&M University. Because they knew you all were well trained.
They knew we were going to take care of those patients, carry out those orders, and if we had questions, we could easily go to them, but our instructors was on point. Our instructors was very nurturing. It was not unusual for them on a weekend to say, girls, what are you doing? Come over to my house. And they would make sure that they entertained us because they wanted us to be successful in that field. I can't imagine doing anything different. I really love being a nurse. Now, I can't say I always love the political side.
Right.
I can't always
or
say
the financial sacrifice.
Or the financial sacrifices. Because for us, it wasn't a job where you were going to get rich.
No.
It was a job you did because you really wanted to take care of
passion
patients.
and a calling.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
And so you left New York, and we got blessed with all your other travels to have you come to Columbus, Muscogee County, Georgia.
Correct.
And you worked for a very long time at West Central.
I did. When I first got here, I actually worked over at Cobb Hospital.
Over in Alabama?
Over in Phoenix City, Alabama.
Okay.
I was a charge nurse in the emergency room.
Ooh.
And that was a challenging experience.
And that was high speed.
That was high speed. You were either busy
right.
or you had downtime.
Right.
So, but I enjoyed it. Left there and moved over to West Central Georgia Regional Hospital. Met some nurses at Cobb Hospital who said, Gwen, you might want to work with us. So I went over there. One of the persons who interviewed me was Lorinda Simmons Morgan.
And you know, Lorinda's Weeks and my sister were high school friends.
My.
And she's from our community, from the Carver Heights, and she was attended Carver High. We all know each other, grew up together.
Yes.
Yes, and she was amazing.
She was a trailblazer.
Yes, she was.
She was really here before her time.
Yes.
She did tremendous things. So coming to West Central to work, talking with her, she looking back at my background, that I had been in a charge person. I did get a position as a charge nurse.
Right.
Now, I had said initially I did not want to do anything but nurse, just be a nurse on the unit.
Right.
Because at this age and time with kids and a business, it's like, let me just slow down a little bit.
Exactly.
But as things happened, I did accept a charge nurse position, and I worked there for 23 years.
And that's a blessing. Because you were there for the mission. You were fully committed.
Correct.
You wanted people to do well and be well.
Correct.
And return to the community.
Oh, wow. Let me tell you about that. The unit that I worked on, we were a truly psychiatric unit. We had patients with various diagnoses and illness and problems. And we also had people who came to us from the jails.
Right.
But our physician was... she was a trailblazer. So she allowed us to take our patients out. Every month we would go somewhere.
Really?
We would go to Atlanta. We were able to go to a lot of the games, Andersonville, Pine Mountain. So it was good to see the patients receiving great care.
Right.
Not only in medications and education and therapy, but also getting them integrated back into the community.
To the community.
That was the key. And even now, we talk about integration. It's difficult.
Right.
Because the support that the patients need is not always there. And then you're talking about nurses. There's a shortage of nurses, even at West Central. So we need to look at investing into the nursing field to ensure we have not only nurse, but educated.
Right.
Able to do the job.
Right.
I wouldn't want a nurse coming in my room and she couldn't do what she needed to do.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Even working at West Central, it's different. No, we're not having to change dressings or start IVs.
Right.
But we spend our time talking with patients about their mental illness.
And that's taking care of the whole person.
Correct.
What we're going to do is go to our final break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors.
The state of Georgia averages 5 fatalities a day for motor vehicle crashes. Out of all 50 states, Georgia ranks 21st in impaired driving fatalities. Remember, buzz driving is impaired driving.
Be a team player, designated sober driver.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Greg Countryman. Make the right choice. The ball is in your hands. Stay sober and don't get pulled over.
The Miley Agency, Gerald Miley and his team can assist you in every aspect of your insurance needs. Call today for your free quote at 706-996-2045 or visit themiley.agency.com. New Horizons Behavioral Health, building better lives in the Chattahoochee Valley, providing services to persons with mental illness, developmental disabilities, and addictive diseases. Located in the Health and Human Services Building, 2100 Comer Avenue, Columbus, or call 706-596-5500. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a 5-star commercial service with satisfied customers in Georgia and South Carolina, built on the principle that every detail matters. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a new season building a family legacy. legacy.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm enjoying this amazing visit with my awesome neighbor, Gwendolyn Gulley McIntosh. Blazed the trail as a nurse in the 70s, graduate of the Florida A&M University, historic African American college,
correct,
university. We love our HBCUs. Left Florida, went to New York, worked her way back around to here to Columbus, Muskogee County, worked for more than 20 years at West Central, which is a different part of nursing.
Correct.
So you've done everything.
I have.
You have done everything.
I have.
Now, neighbor, the thing I find very interesting, and I applaud you for this.
Okay.
I follow you on social media, and I said, now that I know your mom was a teacher, I said, Gwen has gone to school again. Her children are all grown, educated, successful people, and there you were graduating with another degree in nursing.
Correct.
So share that with our viewers. I was very proud of you, but I thought, now that's brave.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, you set goals for yourself.
Right.
And so you check off as you go.
Right.
Well, I got married, had children.
Right.
Got them grown.
Right.
Sold our business. So finished my career as a nurse working in the mental health field.
Right.
Decided, well, the offer at this time sounds great. Columbus State University has a program. If you're 62 years or older, you can go to school, they say for free.
Right.
Basically it is, your tuition's to cover. But of course you have to take care of your books and other little expenses.
Other side expenses.
Correct.
Right.
But that was one of my goals. I actually started at Troy State University, 1993.
Okay.
They had just started a program, master's degree program, and I got in the program, but because of circumstances, I had to drop out.
Right.
So at this point,
trying to be a wife, a mother, a professional, yes, we know.
Business owner.
But it was delayed, but not denied.
It was delayed, but not denied.
Yes.
So in talking with some of my friends who are either master's prepared or nurse practitioners, I decided, I'm going to step off and see if I can actually do this.
Older than 62 years old, going to school.
At the time, I was recognized, and I appreciate the school for that, because when I graduated, I was the oldest person. At that time, I was 72. I was the oldest person.
Ooh, girl, whatever they got in that water, girl, you need to market that.
I was the oldest person in the class, and they wrote up a really nice write-up from the school about me finishing the program.
At 72?
At 72.
The master's program.
Correct.
Nursing.
Correct.
And we still matriculate at 72.
Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
Look at you.
The instructors, I must say, there's a Dr. Smith.
Right.
She was that person on your shoulder to say you can do it.
Yes,
you can do it.
Cheering you on.
Correct. Because it's challenging.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm used to computers.
Right.
But not with the way the computers are set up for college level papers.
Because we were saying, in the old days, we want to go to class with a professor.
Correct.
So we could talk after class.
Correct.
So you were having to do a lot of online, which was very different for our generation. Because when we were in high school, we had typewriters.
We had a person in front of us, and you had typewriters with corrective ink. Or you wrote that paper in hand and turned it in.
Exactly.
So this was different, but I enjoyed it. Again, meeting people online. I actually have two friends. One lives out in, she's Upper Georgia. The other one is in California.
Wow.
But because we were online together, we had to respond to each other's papers.
Right.
So we somehow connected.
Yes.
And we would have those phone calls, or we would email each other back, and we would talk about papers. The friend that I have in up in Atlanta area, she was a mother of two, and one of her children had some health issues. So she would say, here I am, it's 12 o'clock at night, and I'm trying to finish this paper. But we would say, you can do it, girl, you can do it.
Exactly.
So if you set goals for yourself, and I encourage any young women, men, who want to enter the nursing field, take it serious.
Yes.
Do what you need to do in terms of your schoolwork. You can complete the program. Yes, it's challenging. There have been many changes in how nursing programs are set up today.
Right.
But that does not mean that you can't be that nurse who excel. You find a lot of nurses with PhDs now.
Yes.
they're educators, they're business owners.
Right.
They're definitely running physician offices.
Oh, absolutely.
Without them,
I know.
physicians would not be able to survive.
Exactly.
So it's kind of disappointing that at this time in our lives, our profession is being looked at different. It's not to say that you cannot get that BSN degree.
Right.
And I have many friends right now who are trailblazers. They started out as HSTs or health service technicians.
Okay.
They moved up and became an LPN.
Right.
And then they went on to get their BSN degree.
Right.
Some of them matriculated and went on and got a PhD.
Wow.
They're business owners and they're doing great things. One of the organizations that support us is the National Black Nurses Association,
Okay.
which was founded in 1974 by a group of young women. One was Lori Ann Sams.
Okay.
She was a Tuskegee professor
Okay.
who taught nursing school.
Another historical college and university.
She taught nursing, and the program was developed, the organization was developed to encourage black nurses or nurses of color to come together, do education, do research, respond to the community's health need, because we know that black people are oftentimes the ones who do not receive the best of care.
That's true.
So this was a way of getting nurses, black nurses, to organize. So here locally, we have what is called a Columbus Metro Black Nurses Association.
Okay.
We are a very organized group. Our president is Ms. Kimberly Hill. She's a nurse practitioner. She works at a pain clinic.
Okay.
A lot of our nurses are retired, but very involved. So we do community work. We are members of various organizations.
Right.
We encourage and mentor nursing students. And in fact, our organizations, we have probably about 20 students
Really?
who are LPNs, and we support them. Every year, we have our Excellence in Nursing Banquet, where we provide scholarships for
Wow.
nursing students. And it's not just for the excellence. We tell them, if you need something during the year,
Right.
let us know, and we can see
we're
what we
there
can do.
and to cheer you on.
Education-wise, we support them in terms of mentoring. If they need support and help, we try to do that for them. And we also have our Red Dress Ball.
Okay.
We just had our Red Dress Ball November 15th this year,
Right.
where we look at women health heart issues. But we realize it's not just women. Men have heart issues as well.
Right.
But women present different when we have cardiac issues.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure that women are aware of, know how to recognize symptoms, seek treatment.
Educating us on what to look for.
Correct,
Well,
correct.
you all are really making a difference. I always follow you on social media.
Thank you.
I want to thank you for coming and sharing. This is a very important topic. I want to encourage our young people that's in this field to remain in the field.
Correct.
And there will be many of us
Yes.
that's supporting them
Correct.
as they continue the journey.
Correct.
All right. And I thank you so much for
Thank you
coming.
for having
and
me.
we will do this again.
Oh, we'll look forward to it.
All right.
Okay.
This has been Straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.
What up, world? What's up, Columbus? Be sure to tune in every Sunday, Straightforward with Gloria Strode, right here on NBC 38.